Jay and Adam. It's Preview.
Hey, welcome to Previewed with Adam and Jay.
I'm Adam.
And I'm Jay.
Today, finally, because Jay and I have jobs that we can't sometimes get away from to do trailers when they come out, we're going to react, review, riff, and then jokingly rate the teaser trailer for Star Wars Episode 9, The Rise of Skywalker, which is an intriguing subtitle. Very much so.
Yeah.
It's a little fan fiction-y.
Everyone has been, literally everyone I know has said, hey, what do you think about Star Wars? I'm like, nope.
Yeah.
I was like, I can't. So like, apparently something's happening here.
We don't know what it is. We've done a very good job of avoiding it for the past 48 hours.
We have very mixed opinions about the new Star Wars franchise. Just know that going in.
Yes. Know that.
We may not, you know.
This isn't going to be like a Marvel trailer. We're not going to cry at this one. let's put it that way. But I'm definitely...
I gotta know.
I gotta know what's going on. I'm curious. Here we go. Let's go.
We've passed on all we know. 1,000 generations live in you now. But this is your fight.
Gonna cut this thing in half.
Be with you. No one's ever really gone.
Who did you hear at the end there?
That's the Emperor.
That was Papa Palps right there. What? Huh. No one has ever really gone. So Luke's obviously doing Force Ghosty stuff.
Sure.
And then Big Papa Palps is around apparently, because that was a Palpatine laugh.
Well, there are I've read online that people think, at least to explain what Snoke is or who Snoke was, because they don't really tell us, and then they just cut him in half for some reason.
Defy expectations.
Sure. But they talk about when Palpatine tells Anakin about Darth Plagueis, who embraced the dark side to defy death. There are some people that think that Plagueis actually stole the body of Palpatine. Like, he was like he was an evil Force ghost that he defied death, but he could like inhabit the spirit of a human. And that's why Palpatine was like a good dude, and then out of nowhere, he was suddenly like a Sith Lord.
Okay, so it's kind of like Dead
And
Man.
so they say that's why Snoke was like kind of looked undead and kind of looked weird, because it was like Plagueis kind of like taking over like some like undead thing, and so maybe that's how Plagueis. This is all very complex, and I don't know if it makes any sense.
I mean, at this point, everyone's just guessing and
Why not?
theorizing.
Why not put the Emperor in? Why not?
So here's my theories. And I've been thinking about this. I have done no research. I've avoided all things on Reddit. I try to avoid all memes. This is just off of the subtitle, The Rise of Skywalker, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So I feel like J.J. Abrams is like, well, I've got some work to do to try to kind of get this ship back into
you know what? I feel like J.J. Abrams' job in this is kind of like at a comedy show when someone like kind of does material that goes way too far or like really offends the crowd. Like I feel like that's what kind of like Return or Revenge. What was it? The Last Jedi was. It was just kind of like a comic doing like way too edgy material. People were really upset about it.
Blew the light, went really blue.
And then it's just the host walking out being like, well, okay, everybody, we got another
let's get some.
That's what JJ has to do. Like,
it's gonna get some crowd work in. It's gonna get the crowd back.
Yeah.
Okay, before the next comic comes out, everyone's gotta be happy and smiling. We're gonna go ahead and just push that to the side. Let's forget about those last 15 minutes. That was a little crazy. Hey, how you doing? What's going on? Hey,
crowd work.
Hey, what's your job?
Hey, you like the Millennium Falcon, right? Here's the Millennium Falcon. Oh, man.
Hey, you like Lando, right? Here's a little bit of
Here's
Lando. Hey, you know everyone's favorite character from the Star Wars universe? Luke Skywalker. So, hey, so this next movie is
gonna be all about him,
It's gonna be him, because something of Skywalker is rising. Hey, you like us again, right? Hey!
Please, don't leave.
So here's my thought. Did you ever read the Dark Empire series of comic books of Dark Horse?
Oh, the comics?
Yes.
No.
Okay, so that's what my thought is, what's going on here. They're going to take a little... JJ took some inspiration from the Dark Empire.
Okay.
Because, and this kind of makes a little bit of sense, if Skywalker is rising, right? As we currently know it, Luke's not alive, we think. In all likelihood, Luke's not alive. So... a Skywalker has to rise here?
You think it raised a Skywalker?
Either Luke comes back to life, he wasn't actually dead, he just, was able to force transport himself to somewhere else, which probably isn't true, but that maybe. I'll buy it for Luke to be back.
Sure.
Or
I want him to be. I hate that he's
I hate that he's not around. Or Rey is secretly a Skywalker.
Yeah.
Which
I don't hate that.
Which I don't hate it either, and I don't care, because everyone was all like, after The Force Awakens, like, oh, is Rey Luke's daughter? Like, yes, just make her Luke's daughter.
Oh, see, I always thought Rey was a Kenobi.
That could also doesn't matter. One of those answers was really good, and everyone would like it. But if she's a Skywalker, and if Palpatine's back in the Dark Empire series, Palpatine had a bunch of clone bodies waiting for him to do exactly what you said.
Yeah.
Of Force Ghost from one body to the next Ghost, just have it and go. If that's what's going on, if Snoke was just Papa Palp's reborn, and he was all like decrepit or whatever, that might make a little bit of sense. And which would go into the, hey, who was Snoke? Well, we'll never know. That's an easy kind of like, he was a clone of Palpatine, and Palpatine's back. It's like, sure, you know what? They brought the Death Star back in the first one? Yeah, sure, why not? They bring Papa Palps back. So if Snoke was a clone of Palpatine, right?
Yeah.
Okay, that's a kind of decent twist. Probably not many people probably read Dark Empire enough to know it.
No.
But here's my other guess about that whole down the same vein, right? What if Rey is also a clone of Luke? Because then that would explain a lot of things. Because she's kind of been a Mary Sue the whole time, and she hasn't really needed training. But if she didn't need training, maybe because she just has a genetic memory of Luke doing all the training, so she didn't need it.
But why would you clone Luke?
A Skywalker has to rise. Dude. If Luke's not in it and Rey's the main character, probably Rey's a Skywalker. And if Luke didn't know his own daughter when she shows up at the end of the Force Awakens, then maybe. And then that would also make Ben, I don't respect his choices, Ben Solo correctly. I was like, oh, your parents were nobodies. Because there were actual no parents. Which was a sneaky way of like retconning the retcon and still like not having to change a single thing.
I just don't know why you would clone Luke.
JJ can come up with an answer. I know,
no,
whatever.
that's true.
Whatever.
That's
You know, the Force needed somebody who
I gotta
knows?
be honest.
Who knows?
I'm not thrilled with these new Star Wars movies. However, I like Rey. I like her.
Yeah.
I believe in her.
Yeah.
And like, yeah, when like I feel like I've been burned by this franchise.
You have.
But like, but when I see her like jumping to cut a TIE fighter,
She was gonna jump. That TIE fighter is gonna be in twain. It was seconds away.
I was like, okay. I was like, all right. I was like, I'm gonna go. I was like, I'm gonna. Yep.
Yeah. You know who else can
I
cut
wanna
a TIE
see
fighter
that.
in half? Luke Skywalker can cut a TIE fighter in half.
Yeah. You
So-
know who also can do that?
Who?
Darth Vader.
Ah, you probably could. Yeah.
Yeah.
Skywalkers. They have a tendency to cut things in half.
Yeah.
So yeah. Okay. You know what? I'm intrigued. I'm intrigued.
Oh no! Think
What?
about. Sorry, I know we're supposed to be done.
Sure. What?
Maybe she's not a clone of Luke.
Maybe she's a clone of Anakin?
Yeah.
Oh!
I just had that thought.
That would.
She's a Skywalker, and that would make, and that's where her and Kylo are gonna come into grips because he's like worshipped. He's worshipped Darth the whole time, but she actually is technically him, like genetically. And then they're gonna turn on each other because he's gonna be jealous of her, and then she's gonna have to defeat. Yeah, that's why they're connected. I think that might be it.
I like your brain, dude.
I think we just did.
I like your brain. Watch us be right. Watch us be right. That would be amazing. If we're right, like, we're going to play a lottery or something like that.
Yeah.
We'll reference this video
No, we just
forever.
know this franchise really well.
That too. That too. Well, okay. How would you jokingly rate I feel like we gotta say it a couple more times. How would you jokingly rate the teaser trailer?
This one's getting
The Rise of Skywalker.
This one's getting a 7 out of 10. Just good sound effects. In that, at the minute I heard the TIE fighter sound, I just was in it. It's like the sound effects of Star Wars and the music for that matter are so iconic and so well done that like I'm nostalgic for just the sound effects of them. Like I hear a TIE fighter move and I'm like I already kind of was like, okay, Star Wars. Hold on, Jay. You can make it through one more movie. They're gonna burn you again.
They might. Alright, no, it's good. What do you guys think is going to happen? Who's the Skywalker that's rising? Let us know in the comments below or hop on our Discord channel where there's already a fierce conversation going on about all things Star Wars.
We've had to very quietly abstain from Discord for a couple of days.
Yes,
we
we backed away
please
slowly.
stop, don't spoil, please don't spoil.
The link is down below in our description box. And while you're down there, please like, subscribe, and hit that bell.
Do that, YouTube, that you do so well. Guacamole's extra, you Darth Vader clones, you.
Dude, I'm telling you, man.
And that makes sense.
That
the
makes-
Emperor cloned Anakin. That makes sense.
That would make, well, because they were around at the same time.
Yeah.
He probably still has I mean, he was there when they put the mask on. He's probably got some of his genetic material to be like, we're going to keep this in a test tube just in case.
Yeah.
You never know. Might need an
It
extra.
just changed the XY chromosome.
It's very, I mean, if they can clone, they can change the sex of a clone.
Yeah.
I mean, come on. I'm telling you, it's a pretty good idea. I think it's really good.
It's got me back in.
Yeah, I know. I mean, I am kind of excited now.
No,
That would be
then,
really good.
you know why? Because then it's a trilogy of trilogies, and it's all, the whole story is really just about Anakin.
Yeah.
The whole thing.
Oh, and the whole thing is about it. Oh.
It's just.
That's right. It makes a lot of sense. Oh, it makes a lot of sense. And so his son saves him twice.
Yeah.
Oh, man! Woo! We might have to, you know what? We might have to make a whole video just for this theory. Because we got time. We got 6 months. And, okay, we got to end the video. Other videos are popping up soon. Please watch those. We would appreciate it as much as we appreciate you watching this one. Sorry it took us a couple days to do it. We'll see you guys next time.
Bye.
Bye.